Well, the first thing I would like to do is to, I would like to actually say thank you for selecting Adelaide to come here and live here. It's really special for Brian and myself. But on my point of view, it's a special time too, because this is a very special day, because as a child I was born here, and as a child I was growing up, and I was actually listening to all the things that were happening to Mum and Dad as new migrants. So for me, the most important thing is responsibility to Mum and Dad to help you. And that's what Brian and I do. We're here to introduce a separate subject, apart from all the subjects that have been introduced to you today, and that is to talk to you about business. And I'm planting what is called the seed, so that you actually are aware of the fact that you can actually come and see both of us anytime and as many times as you want. And the good side of all this is that we're free, no fees, so you just keep on coming back. But the most important thing for me is you are all very special people, and the reason why you are special, so that I'm planting the seed in your mind, is that you go back and you think of all your connections back in the countries that you actually come from. Your brothers, your sisters, your mother, fathers, uncles, aunties, friends, who are in business right at this moment. So the seed is that you have a great opportunity in South Australia. It doesn't matter where you live, regional, Adelaide, you have that opportunity to create a business. But obviously when you come and see Brian and I, will go through those points depending on your visa, and we have a special system whereby we can send you to migration agents free of charge, so they can actually explain to you if you can or can't start a business with the visa that you actually have. So we go through all that process, and Brian will explain the other things that we do. So what I'm doing here is, please remember, you have that opportunity, either exporting, importing, or even setting up from a private consultancy. You could be engineers, you could be architects, you could be accountants, and you want to actually set up your own business. Then we're here to help you through that process. It's just a matter of you coming to see us. I know that in your mind at the moment is that you would love to obviously get a job. That's fantastic. But remember, you can have the job and you can also have the business on the side. That's another concept that Brian and I can explain to you also. So remember, we're here to plant that seed so that you're aware of the fact that you actually can come and see us. We are very unique, Brian and I, in the whole of Australia, because there is no council in Australia that actually does the work that we do in that whole process of starting a business, through the whole processes. So just remember that, come and see us, and we'll sit there with you. There's no time frame. You can spend as much time as you want with us in that room and ask as many questions as you want. We're there for you. As the Mayor said, we're here to help you. That's what we're here for, so that we can, the most important thing for Brian and I is that prevention aspect, so that we want to make sure that you know all the steps. I know that there is a lovely thing called this thing here, the computer, and you can actually go on that computer and you can find out all the wonderful things that you need to know. But there's nothing like the one-on-one situation, and where Brian and I are sitting there, we know the changes that occur every day in business. So this thing here might not tell you the changes, whereas Brian and I are here to do that, those steps, right? And I'm not being negative about this computer. All I'm being is that we are here to go through all those steps for you, so that you know exactly what to do, all right? So that's my bit, so I'll let Brian go through this one.
A warm welcome, everyone. Warm welcome from me to Enterprise Adelaide is our section, so we are part of the City of Adelaide, our Honourable Lord Mayor, our leader. But we're on a mission to transform thousands of people's lives through business. So we're very passionate about helping. We're from the business world ourselves. So if you just have an idea, if you have the connections back to your homeland, as Sergio has mentioned, even just a little idea, please come and see us. I think in the last month of some key people, perhaps, well, for the year at least, we see about 200 to 300 people from overseas or have just arrived, just like you, so we really want to help. We mean that sincerely. If work is one option, which is wonderful, if that's for you, the other option, business, or a hybrid version. We see a lot of people who are doing both. We're masters at helping you and your specific circumstances. What can we do for you? Well, when you come in, we will, and I think of the example of a lady recently from Sri Lanka who's wants to set up a training company. So we'll go through her business plan, we'll give her a cash flow forecast, finances, we'll give her connections to local people in her industry. We talk about the university schools, all the brilliant things about the city of Adelaide. We talk about the co-working hubs and the entrepreneurial networks that exist. Connect up with lawyers, accountants, trademark attorneys, insurance brokers, and the list goes on. So this is really practical things that Sergio and I like to do to get you to where you want to get to in your life and for your families. Our section, Enterprise Adelaide, as Sergio mentioned, is a free section of the City of Adelaide. We would absolutely welcome you to come and have a chat with us afterwards or at any time in the future. And we sincerely wish you all the very best for your lives here in Adelaide and beyond. Thank you.
There's one other thing I would like to mention, and that is the concept of you're going to be introduced the idea of franchises, to buy a franchise or to buy a business, or to set up a business in regard to with a landlord. So please remember, no signing documents, you come and see us too. No signing documents, please. You come and see us. And we'll go through the whole concept with you first. That's really important, no signing anything. Okay, thank you.